Hi everybody, welcome to another round of International Women's Series. I'm so honored to have my cousin Tammy here with me today, Tammy Johnson. And she's my older cousin and she's known me forever. So it's very special that she has agreed to do the International Women's Series with me. Thank you, I really appreciate that. And you are such an amazing woman, and that's what we're doing, is celebrating you. So thank you. So today we're celebrating Tammy and also my Uncle Tom. Oh, I get teary, I'm sorry. We're doing his tenderloin sandwich, which is wonderful. And I'm so glad that you picked this to do because it's really meaningful to us. So we'll kind of get started on this and then tell us a little bit about your charity, why you picked it, and tell us a little bit about you. You know, I know you're a grandma and have lots of people going through your house and lots of fun.
Well, thanks, Susie. I'm really honored to be here, and I feel the same way about you, and just so privileged to have such wonderful cousins. Her sister Tanya also was a good friend, and so much of food for our family has been very memorable because we owned a grocery store at Cabs. And so a lot of what we did was around food, and I think for a lot of people it's that way. And
well, even going back to Grandma and Grandpa Hess, who I mean really are the founders of the store. They, you know, which is even again International Women's Series. Without Grandma, there would be no Metcalf Century.
Absolutely.
So that's pretty amazing, and that's a whole reason behind, like, not, I mean, her, but International Women's Series, of the power that we have, that, you know, I mean, so that's quite a statement that it wouldn't even be in existence without Grandma. So I love that. And
Grandma Hess was from, and Grandma Hess were from Hungary. And so, and then he
had a little meat market.
A meat market and a store with the sliding ladder. And then it passed down to our grandpa. And then down to my grandpa's.
Well, down to Grandma. I'm just bringing Grandma back in.
Oh, right.
Yeah, because Grandpa would, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I think that needs to be celebrated. I actually love that, and especially here we're doing an International Women's Series thing, that to know that there wouldn't even be a Metcalf market or anything if Grandma wasn't here. So I love it.
And great grandma too did a lot.
Yeah, absolutely.
Great grandma Hess, Grandma Metcalf, and her husband Vern. And then
of course.
Our dads were also, and now my brothers
and my cousins. Which are, and they are just doing
professional, really marketers.
They're doing a wonderful job. I mean, I love being here in Wauwatosa, and you know, people, they obviously recognize the name, and people just love, like they say, their favorite store, and it's just such a wonderful, they're doing a great job. I'm so proud of all of them.
Well, obviously
both of them.
Food is very special to all of us, and here you are in the restaurant industry, and your dad was also a very amazing restaurateur.
Restaurant,
too. And so anyway,
Yeah.
This tenderloin sandwich is something that we've made, gosh, ever since I can remember. And we would always have it on my dad's birthday, which was December 24th. And it was always so interesting because back when he was young, they didn't really celebrate birthdays that much. They didn't have the money.
Right.
But they would have a nice meal. Because they owned a grocery store, and so they could. So over time, this was one of the meals he always made for his birthday. And it just melts in your mouth, so I just love it. So
I'm excited.
This meal brings back a lot of my dad. You know,
memories.
Anyway, this was something that Dad had ordered, and I think it was a specialty item because really not many people knew about it, but it just has a lot of unusual spices and mixtures in there that just add a lot to the flavor. So
I can't wait to try it.
It's amazing no matter how you make it, but this just adds a really neat twist to it. So
I'm excited about it.
The only way you can probably find it is on Amazon.
Why don't we start on the onions first, right? Slice them. So if you want to slice those, Tammy, and then we can put them, put the butter right in first, right?
Yes.
And then, okay, so I'm going to put the butter and then get this going on low. Just on it. So show me how you want them cut, and then I'll cut the rest of them.
You want it so that it'll lay flat.
So you're not just putting one piece on, you're putting maybe like 3 or 2 or whatever.
this size would be 3.
Gotcha.
That's how much meat people want.
Yep.
I mean, if they're a little bigger, then
Yeah.
you probably only need 2. Because
Okay.
then you put the onions on and you put the mushrooms.
Okay.
And he would usually use horseradish sauce, if you
Okay.
like that.
All right.
And whatever else that somebody might want. I wouldn't put ketchup.
No.
Really, that just ruins it.
Yeah.
In my opinion. So taste it before you add anything, and unless you want a little horseradish, it always adds.
Yeah. You know what? I don't have horseradish now, but when we serve it at the restaurant, I'll offer it with that.
Yeah.
Okay.
And again, you don't need that. It's just that some people like that.
Yeah, but I like
little-
that concept. I think it
little,
sounds good.
Spark of
Yeah.
taste, because it adds a
Yep.
little bit of a spark there.
Okay.
But they're delicious on their own too.
Yep. All right.
And sometimes we'll use a little smaller bun. We're offering the bigger because then
Because it's restaurant size.
Right,
That's why I
right.
got the big ones.
Yeah,
So.
no, that makes sense. But,
Yeah.
I mean, your family can also do smaller ones. And
Yep.
then, some people eat 1, some people eat 5. So just depends. So anyway, I
Slice your onions too, because we got.
I didn't get married till I was older, till I was 30, and so I didn't have kids until I was 30. I was married at 29, and then so I have 5 adult children, and 2 are married, and so I have 2 men and 2 women, and it goes boy, girl, so that's fun. When I was pregnant with my youngest Maggie, I thought I was like the mother of Jesus. I was like, holy cow, to have 2 of each. It's amazing. So anyway, each one of them are on their own and working full time, and I have 4 grandkids and 1 more on the way, so almost 5. And so my oldest son has 3 kids that they live in Chicago. My daughter lives close to me, and she is dating somebody seriously, so see a wedding sometime in the future, I don't know when. And then my 3rd child, Zach, is married, and his wife is going to have a baby soon, June. And then my youngest daughter, Maggie, has a little boy named Enzo. So that's the one I watch 2 to 3 days a week. So I'm really privileged that I'm able to be home. And that has a lot to do with me being an entrepreneur and being able to make a full-time income by being at home. So I have a successful Shackley business. And Shackley is a wellness company that helps people with feeling better, being healthy, and also being able to earn extra income if they're interested. So I love what I do. I've been doing it for 25 years. And it's just been really a highlight of my life, just to be able to make a difference in the life
Yeah,
of
you've
people's
been
health.
with
Actually 25 years.
25 years. Yeah.
So this brand partner is amazing. They're really into environmental causes in the sense of not adding any extra toxins to the environment. I love that about it.
Yeah.
But
That's.
then they also have all their nutrients are natural and pure, and then they also give back to the community really big time. So they have something called Shackley Cares, where they help any floods that have gone in the area, any natural disasters, and I love that too. So anyway, so my charity is something that's near and dear to my heart, because when my daughter became pregnant, I was just concerned for him that he, being a single parent, that would be hard. And also, I tend to be very nurturing. I raised my kids, and I was at home and did my Shackley business. And I actually homeschooled them for a time, and they all have become successful people
Yes.
from that. And
They're all very
that's concerned
beautiful.
about their soul, wanting
Yeah.
to make a difference in the world, be a good citizen, some of those kind of things.
Yep.
And
I'm going to
so I
start
had
putting the
privilege
onions in just
to be
on.
able to do that. And so when Maggie found out she was pregnant, I recommend that she stay with this organization, and it's called CareNet. Offers a opportunity for single mothers to live with them for free. They teach them about balance and, coming home at a reasonable time, learning how to cook, making sure their room is organized and clean. They go over finances.
How do you get involved? Is it just women or men?
It's just women.
Okay.
And the
How do they
facility
get
is
involved
free.
in that?
So you contact them and you have to apply
Okay.
because they want to make sure that they can meet your needs.
And I'm sorry, I didn't cut them in rings. I cut them, so I hope that's okay.
You know what?
They're all going to
The
cook the
onion-
same.
gets into the stomach,
Yep.
no matter how you cut it. But anyway, it doesn't matter. I think it just depends on how you want it to look, and
Yeah.
I think it's all good. Yeah. So anyway, I just highly recommend that organization, and they
What's
do a
the name
lot
of
more.
it again?
It's called CareNet of Wisconsin.
CareNet of Wisconsin.
Right.
It sounds like a great.
And they just have
Great
loving
charity.
social workers, loving nurses. So Maggie was able to really have somebody to talk to about harder things,
Mm-hmm.
and so that's nice. That
So
it's not just
support
me.
also.
Right? Because I'm her mom. I think
Yeah.
she needs, and she has those people today, and so
Yeah.
they become lifelong friends.
That's great.
Yeah, it's really that close. It becomes a family.
You have your dinner coming up in July
Yeah.
15th,
Yeah.
6 to 8 p.m. So if you want to help support this charity, that would be a good way to do it. The whole month of July, your sandwich, Uncle Tom's sandwich, our sandwich will be served. Percentage of the proceeds go to the charity.
Okay.
So at the end of the month, we'll tally it up and we'll give them some, some of the proceeds from that. Also, part of the proceeds are going to my charity, which is Courage Milwaukee. Kind of let these cook down a little bit more before we add all that stuff. Or okay.
Yep.
Should I season with salt and pepper at all, or we got the Lowry seasoning salt?
I would use the just
Lowry.
use the seasonings
Okay.
they recommend. Yeah.
Okay.
So
So
you can always add the salt and pepper.
Yeah.
We just don't want because
How much should I-
does have
I'll let you add it.
okay.
And then the kitchen bouquet.
Okay.
This one, I went and bought this today. It reminds me of my mom so much, Tammy, when she would make gravy.
Yeah. Yeah. Your mom was a good cook.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then the kitchen bouquet, and
Yeah,
then
let's
this.
just put that in there.
Okay.
You can even turn it down. No, I think it'll be
Okay.
fine. Because it's nice to have a little bit of a crunch.
Yeah, I like
Because
that too.
usually you simmer it a little bit.
Okay.
Turn
Turn down even more.
Yeah. Because just over time.
Okay. And then how much of the kitchen bouquet?
I would put in, let's put in half just to start.
Okay.
This gives it the color
Okay.
because look how it's kind of a tan
Yeah.
brown, and this actually makes it a richer brown.
Okay.
That's one of the reasons we added. But also that product has some really nice flavoring too. That
Yep.
you see how dark it is.
Yep.
That's usually what it looks like.
Okay.
And then,
And then the Dawn sauce.
let's put both pans into those. My sister also cooks.
Yeah.
So she is the one that,
Mary.
yeah, because of this, she got inspired to make it for you guys up there.
Yeah.
I got that recipe. What's kind of fun is you also invited Noelle, which is your brother's
Yes.
daughter.
Yep.
to do this, and she's in the series.
So her dinner is Thursday. And
Oh.
Thursday is National Women's Day.
Okay.
It's National Women's Month right now.
Yeah.
And she's a nurse.
Yeah.
So it's perfect.
Yeah.
It ended up
That's
being really well.
wonderful.
And then her dish is chicken piccata, and we're doing for Mother's Day, I'm doing a take and bake of, and we're doing chicken piccata as part of it, so it's great.
Now,
The tenderloin, am I searing that separately?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
You want
So,
to just
and are we going to
Because it's-
season it with? What are we seasoning
well,
it with?
normally we're not seasoning it, but why don't we do just a little bit of Lori's? Because one
Okay.
thing about
I'll
salt
put
is it does lock in flavor.
Exactly. Yeah.
So I know
And
that
then-
when my dad did this recipe, he typed it up for a cookbook. He didn't add all those, but those are things he knows,
Yeah.
and so he didn't detail it. I guess it helps to have some history,
Yeah.
but not necessarily to make the meal. You can just look at us.
Yep.
So add a little bit of Lowry's just to kind of lock in that. We're just gonna sear these a little bit.
Okay.
Or you have it in the oven for 500 for just 8 minutes, I think it is, because you just want to lock in the juices. But-
So I'm gonna pan sear it,
perfect.
and then
That's
we'll
fine.
just put it in the oven.
Okay.
And then, so
That's it.
all those juices then we'll probably add into here, right?
Perfect.
After them.
Yep. Yeah, there's a lot of ways to skin a cat.
Yeah.
Right? Not eating cat, but
And then,
Skin it out.
are we sauteing in butter?
yeah.
Or okay.
Yeah, not olive oil.
Okay.
No. Butter in Wisconsin.
Butter. Yeah.
Butter.
All right.
Dad used a lot of butter. He would cut that block of butter in quarters and just throw it in there.
Yeah.
So then when you put this in the refrigerator and bring it out, it's got quite a bit of butter, but that's what makes it so good. So,
All right.
delicious.
So I'll just start sauteing these off then.
Yep. They just have to cook for around 8 minutes.
Okay.
Or so in there.
Okay.
You know?
That sounds
You
good.
don't want it to cook too fully.
Right. You want a medium rare.
Yeah. So and usually we would eat pickles. We would put out kind of a kosher pickle with it. A lot of times we had some kind of potato chip with it, and maybe they might add a cottage cheese. I guess you can do whatever you want in your family. Now with the restaurant, we're doing the tenderloin, right? And then
we were thinking of like a tomato salad because July we're gonna have beautiful heirloom tomatoes.
Yes, a tomato salad would be perfect.
Yeah,
but we could do a pickle.
Yeah, definitely we can do a pickle.
Okay.
And I'll probably have some homemade pickles done by then. Like I'll do a quick pickle.
Oh, nice.
And then we could maybe I could do some homemade chips, like you know,
just a few.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah. And then you were gonna make a certain kind of dessert. Dad loved butter pecan ice cream.
Okay, so why don't we do something like that?
Do with that if people want, because that was his favorite. He would bring these big tubs to our reunions of butter pecan ice cream.
Oh my gosh. So I could maybe do like an Italian pound cake sort of?
Yeah.
And then with butter pecan ice cream.
Perfect.
That sounds great. That's a good meal.
Yeah.
So that's July 15th, 6 to 8. You can make your reservations on top. And also your reservations all set up. I'll send you the links. You can send that out to people too.
Okay.
All right?
Yeah. It's ready. Oh, it's perfect.
Beautiful.
It's just perfect. Wow.
I am so excited about this.
Yeah. I am too, actually.
I got plates here.
Oh my goodness.
So.
That is so fun. Dad would be so excited. I don't know about your dad, but my dad always made Hungarian sausage.
Oh, he wouldn't make it. I mean, he at the store, you know.
Okay, yeah.
But, okay, so I guess let's use this. And you want to start filling?
Yeah.
Oh my God, yummy.
Wow. How was the last one? Was it delicious?
The Marsala, yeah.
Oh my goodness. So what's in Marsala?
The Marsala wine and then a little bit of cream.
Oh my goodness. When is her?
Hers is September 15th.
Okay. And then you've already done 2 of them. Oh, you've done January.
Noelle's we've only done April, which was Samantha. Her charity was Core El Centro. Let's talk about your charity.
Okay. Okay. All right, so the CareNet, which is so exciting, teaches the girls how to cook. They have to plan a meal and then implement it. And so it was so neat to see Maggie try to get recipes from the family that she knew, would be good, the girls would enjoy.
Right.
And like one of the gals that was there was really good with making fried chicken.
Oh.
And it was the best fried chicken. I mean, there were so many ethnicities, different types of people there, that Maggie learned a lot about how to make other types of food too.
Right. And was open to eating them, Yeah.
Yeah. So,
which is great.
Yeah. And it was...
So I'll move, this is hot.
They had so much grace for helping come alongside people with cooking and with how to take care of the baby and... Yeah.
All right. So let's
she learned to be a good cook, and she learned how to take care of herself and her baby at the same time. Yeah.
One for you.
Wonderful.
One for me.
Do you like onions and mushrooms?
I love onions and mushrooms. In fact, I'm going to put more on mine.
Okay. Yeah. It's good to to get as much as you can on there, especially.
Do you want some more?
Maybe I'll have some more mushrooms.
Yeah. I am ready to take a big bite. All right. Well, cheers.
Cheers.
Here's to you, Tam, and here's to Uncle Tom, and thanks for sharing the recipe.
Yes.
And here's a bite to a beautiful, yummy sandwich. I can't wait for a bite. And we'll see you guys hopefully at the next series. Thank you. Thanks for joining.
Thanks, Susie. Oh my word.